Alright, let's see if this works. Waiting for the stream to come online. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Looks like we have audio. Okay, so hey, what's up? This is Dave, and I'm going to be doing some virtual co-working today. One thing that I've been talking about recently on the blog and here has been going to more of an offline video format. And that will allow me to create more succinct video content, because I think these What's Up days were interesting for me just to figure out if I even wanted to be able to live stream at all, and also to figure out maybe what I might get out of it. And I think I've gotten to the point where I don't think it works as a daily format for me, because I am not doing research into, well, doing all the hard work offline to make very succinct, followable content. So what might work better is if I actually just record little things throughout the week, cut out all the boring bits like a regular video editor would do, and then make maybe a once a week. This is what I've been working on as a complement to my blog and so forth. So that's what I'm thinking right now. I am now just checking my camera over here. So what I'm going to work on these OBS slates and see what I can work on. My vision keeps wandering back and forth because this is really bright light over here, and I actually have put a little picture up on the camera here, which you can't see because I haven't gotten the mount for this other camera yet, so I can quickly detach. Oh, I can take a picture of it. What am I saying? See, all this boring stuff would be edited out if I had the other format going along, so let me take a picture of it. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that, but that's the camera that I have on the corner there, and I'll turn this off. It's still okay. That's in the actual picture. So I put a little picture on top of the camera so I can see something when I'm looking at, and remember that I'm not supposed to look at the light because it's the brightest and biggest thing in front of my face, but look in at least in this direction, so I will feel more connected. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some animation, or not some animation, we're going to do some updates for the slates for my OBS setup. What are slates, you ask? Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is my OBS setup, and there's a bunch of scenes. Like, it would help if I actually switch to that. So this is the OBS display. It's previewing what I'm showing. What I want to update is this part that says Dave Say Creative Co-working Stream. Because if I'm doing offline video editing, this aspect of it probably should actually be in the video overlay, not here. So I can rename it and put titling and stuff like that. And plus, as I flip back and forth between the various, different modes that I've got here, I guess at the minimum I just need to update this to say Creative Co-working. The stream doesn't need to be in there. When I'm doing the offline video editing, I'm not also using these formats where I have, the bottom bar, the aux cam, and so forth. I have different keys for that. So if I switch over back to cam, this is my switcher, a MIDI keyboard that I've repurposed to switch scenes. So this scene right now, this is the cam chat scene. If I press this one, I'll go to aux cam, the auxiliary camera. If I go to this one, this is the screen. And then the gray ones at the top here, these are the ones that are full screen. When I'm doing offline streaming, all I need to use is these gray ones up here. These are like the chatless ones. All the ones on the bottom here are the ones that have chats. So let's go back to this. Let me put this off the screen. I guess technically I don't need this screen. I can pop out this window so I can see if anyone asks me any questions, which I am not expecting, but who knows, maybe someone will want to say something or say hello. Hello, people who are watching, and I'll shut this down so get some bandwidth back. Hopefully I won't drop any frames. I was having a lot of upstream problems with the live streaming last week, which is why I started going to the offline format for a while, but it takes more time to do it. On the other hand, it might be time worth spending doing, especially if I can do just once of these a week or so. Before, doing them once every day was like really too much for me to handle and get my actual paying work done. So, first things first. I wonder if I can make a list of something. Let me check this thing offline over here. Let me switch this to my mini journal. Let me grab this over here. And let's see, now let's use the other one. It's probably a different one. Links to remember OBS podcasting notes. This will work. Yeah, I don't know, they had other stuff that was distracting, like all the trans journal stuff. So, let's see, today is June 10, I think. Yesterday was June 9, 6-9, Bill and Ted day. Got 69, dude. So anyway, June 10, we are going to update our OBS slates. And as a reminder, what is it we're going to update? Hey, Strudel. Thanks for watching. Wave. So yeah, I'm doing work here. If it's Sunday here, it must be Monday over in New Zealand, so you're actually working. So I will try to be very productive. And so that, hopefully that will rub off. You know, it's you're way more productive than I am, so I don't know even why I try. So, Creative Co-working Stream. So what I want to do is update this part over here. The part that says Creative Co-working Stream. I just need to remove the part that says Stream, I think. But then I don't want to have it on the actual slate. So how am I going to set that up? I don't think I have too many OBS scene collections. So right now I have the one Creative Co-working scenes collection. Because I have this set up in a certain way so it's easy for me to go back and forth. There are features I can turn off. I believe that one is the DSCOM overlay master. So if I toggle this, you can see it disappear. Worst case is I just remember to toggle it off. Because this layout works pretty well for me, I think. You know, so then these other top ones here, these are more useful. Maybe I can just leave the thing down here and then leave titling in the center. All right, so let's just update then that particular graphic, which is where I believe. Move this off screen. I believe that is in my Dropbox folder. Under personal, under, is it Dave Say Online? Under screen, oops, under screencasting. And it's probably somewhere in here. This is where I probably should be using Adobe Bridge, even though I hate using it. Do I even have Bridge installed on this machine? Oh my god, I do. Bridge is a media browsing piece of software that Adobe made. I never really liked it. It's been useful in some cases, but I just don't like its layout. I don't like its ugly faux shaded pop-out things. It's an older design, but it's always been a little bit cumbersome in its media management, or at least I thought so. So desktop. So here, is there a way I can change its view so it's not so, you know, I guess there is. This is way too noisy. Do you really need to do every other line here and then still disobey the alignment of the top of this label with the alignment of the visual alignment of this? I mean, there's other better ways of handling this, I think. It's just very noisy looking. You know, actually, this probably makes sense if you could expand these. Can you expand this? These details? No, you can't. So it's... What happens if I double click on it? If I double click, I just go in here. There's no reason to have... Well, maybe there is, but the reason why they have these alternating rows is so you can tell the difference. If you can tell what entry is located with which entry. However, that only really makes sense if you have multi-line text here, and from this field design, they just truncate in the middle. So there's really no reason for it. All it does is make this look much noisier. unless maybe if you zoom it in and out, maybe the text gets too close to it. Oh, okay, so this is working a little bit different. Maybe that makes sense in this view, but still it looks like ass. It makes me unhappy. Anyway, I forgot what I was doing. I was complaining about something, I think. Anyway, so let's go to personal, and I believe that was in Dave Say Online screencasting. It's just so hard to read. There must be some sort of... Maybe I could put this into a dark mode or something like that. That's a little more acceptable. It's still terrible, but... Ugh. It makes me a little angry. I wonder if was there an option to modify the level of contrast? Accent color. Does this let me even preview it? Oh, I guess I can do this. Although it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe bright mode is where I want to be. Maybe that was just a bug. That's interesting, so I can modify it directly. Where's the accent color slider, though? Oh, this is so... That's actually a bit less annoying, but it's still very, very bad. Just so very, very bad. This is why I don't... Every time I looked at this program, it would just make me angry. Anyway, I'm looking for my... Where is it? Is it overlays or source? I think it's source. I believe it's called the branding bar. And in fact, I can probably confirm that if I go back to OBS and look at the actual setup. But if I look at the actual setup, it will make the display go away. So let's just look at the branding bar. I recently updated one of these things, so I'd expect to see an update someplace. Let's see if it's this one. Theoretically, this will launch. Let's look at thumbnails. Oh, that's not good. Did I not redesign all of this shit? How come I don't find... Did I modify the wrong one? I recently just fixed all this stuff and saved it. Apparently I didn't save it, which would be really surprising. Possibly Dropbox overwrote it because I was using the other computer? Because this is very odd. I also removed a bunch of labels. Oh, Photoshop's loading on the wrong page. Let's put that over there. Move Photoshop to a new desktop. So let me see if all my layers are intact. No, this is not the neat one I was updating. What did I update? Maybe it wasn't this. Oh, it was for something else, wasn't it? Let me go back here. Oh, bullshit. These terrible Adobe apps. Don't obey any of the... So, alright. You only need to find... Maybe it was more recent change. I'm finding every aspect. So according to this, nothing in this folder has been updated in this year, even since 2016. I could have sworn I was actually updating it somewhere else. And I can't click on these to navigate? Really? Oh, this is why. That can't be right. Oh, there must be some dialog open that's blocking something. Didn't I see? Oops, that's still not. It's terrible, terrible interface. In fact, I can't click on anything on this, so something's got to be open. Or you know what? I should remove this piece of shit from my computer. I can't tell what's open. It's maybe that has a dialog spoken somewhere. Maybe if I hit escape a bunch of times, or oh, now it's working. It just didn't have focus. Maybe I can click on these now, because that would be irritating if it didn't. So the last text I got updated was AMD Relife. Oh, is that when I was doing it? No. Maybe this is the one I updated. Or this? No. That's from too long ago. That's very strange. I am missing some graphics. I'm trying to find something I updated this year. Browser sources. I don't think that would be it, but it was the most recently updated. Chat overlay master. No, this was just a saved file. What would have overwritten it? If it was not in there, was it in YouTube? Usually all my source graphics are in something called source. None of these have been updated recently, which is a mysterious thing. This by graphics computer how-to. That was updated very recently. I don't know why. Time Machine AI. What is this? Is there a way I can get a preview on the side? Oh, that was for a friend of mine, right? I remember now. What was this? No, something is very wrong here. I am missing updated files. This is very strange. I could check the PC to see, but maybe a better way to do it would be to actually check my Dropbox history. So I'm open this other monitor here first and see what recent histories have been updated. It might have been too far back to see. Images. This would have been quite some time ago too, though. Yeah, you know, I hate you, Bridge. You're a terrible piece of software. Let's see the camera uploads. Can I search? Sources. I might pull up a lot of stuff, though. Sources. What was it called? This master. This is in screencasting. It looks like it has a whole. Let's see, anything that's changed in David Say online. But this is going to be not showing me more recent changes. Maybe the thing to do then is go to Files, and then go to, just dig down into it and see if there's history for it. Screencasting. So I did modify the overlay ping, so maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. It's AMD Relive, overlay Pong. Everything else is like super late. Thumbnails. So AMD Relive might have that source, but wasn't I just looking there? Is there a history? Not that it knows of. Maybe I just didn't save it. That would be terrible. I might have shut down the computer before I saved it. And I think I was doing it on the PC because AMD Relive runs on the PC. So I think I lost all my changes. Alright, so that's terrible. What should I do? This has now become a longer project than I wanted it to be. I'm surprised that it didn't change. And I had seen it change. Maybe it's this slate actually. That might be it. Okay. So we had to update the original for it. Alright, so and it's there right in front of my face. So let's look at this. Sure, update them. Okay. Does this look like the one I wanted? Yes, because this has the cloud asset. So let's update from using the cloud asset. It's starting to come back to me. I probably should reorganize all my sources again. So let's load this Dave branding bar again and update that. So we need to relink this. And why is it relinking? We don't want to relink it from. We want to relink it from the cloud. You idiots. Why is it here? Why are you pulling up a file dialog when they want to link you from the actual? Close this dialog, select the layer, choose layer smart objects. Okay. Where is the broken one? Layer. Relink to library graphic. Relink. There. And it says Christmas stream, which I don't want. We want the co-working one. Creative co-working streams. This is all the stuff that normally is there. Everything else looks correct, I think. Oh, what the hell is that? Now Adobe Illustrator is complaining about something. Oh, because I double-clicked it and it opened. You don't want that. So all I need to do then is just change this, just remove the word stream from everything. So there's that. I think that still works for what I want to do. Now I need to resave the Pong file. And where does that get saved? Should ask me. It should be in... I don't think that's right, is it? But we would need to go up a level into overlays, and it should be called something like BG or banner creative co-working Pong. Has it really been? I last updated it in 2016. Wow, it's been a while, huh? How come it's not? Okay, there we go. Creative co-working Pong. It'd be nice if I could preview it. So I think it's in overlays. And it should be banner creative co-working Pong. And yes, that does seem to be the right one. There's a difference between this, where it says TM, it looks a little bit different on the new one. That is okay. So banner creative co-working Pong is the one we want to overwrite. Banner creative co-working PNG. Let's replace it. Let's see if it is actually different. It's been updated today. That's curious. Yeah, that's a little bit thicker than the old one. But largely that's alright. So now OBS is now updated, as we can see over here. And I've got to move all of these things over. So what's the best way to do this? Because as I edit these, it's going to change the screen. So maybe I'll just do that offline. But we can, let's look quickly through each of the screens. So this may be a little bit disorienting. Here's, I'll just go through here's Slate plus config, that's not going to be affected. This is the this is the live stream one that corresponds to this. You can see this needs to move over a certain amount. So it affects all the chats, basically. Anything where that bar is displayed. However, because I was clever, you can see over here this thing, overlay DSCOM master is the scene that's included, which is way down here. OVR DSCOM master, which is this. And right now you are probably not seeing anything but a blank screen, because I've switched to that. But I just essentially need to update this, which I will do offline. Let's go back to screen. And that will move everything over. So if I update that one, all of them will update, and then I should be done with this. So I guess that's the thing for today. I just need to slide it over, and I can start recording the other content for today. Well, that was less involved than I thought it was going to be. They have saved this. I got to complain about, don't save. Got to complain. Oh, I forgot I'd done the nail polish. Yeah, don't like the way it streaks though. Although I have learned a new way of applying it. That apparently you don't use it as a brush, but you use it as you dollop it on. You just kind of push a bead of polish down. The brush isn't for brushing, the brush is for pushing, which is an interesting idea. Anyway, that's it for today. For this co-working, it wasn't that long. How long was this been? About 26 minutes. Still worthwhile to put into the virtual co-working archive. I will start recording some other stuff and maybe do some photo processing. Actually, let's do photo processing. That will be fun. Let's do some photo processing. Let me update the caption for this. Virtual co-editing update. I'm doing Lightroom vacation picture processing. That's something I need to get out of the way for my Monday blog post anyway. So, let's see. Let's close Photoshop, because I don't need that anymore. And then let's pull up. Oops, what happened? That was weird. Lightroom. I believe Lightroom actually obeys. Oops, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it actually does go full screen, like a Mac app is supposed to, unlike the other apps, which do not, although it seems so fucked up. Maybe that was not a good idea. Do you see the missing interface? Where is the interface? I don't know, now it's back. Mysterious. Anyway, what I want to go through is my Taiwan 2018 pictures. That's this collection. I'm kind of wondering if the stream is broken. Let me move this onto the other page. Okay. Yeah, so now I can see what's going on over here. I will do a belated hay strudel. Now we're looking at Lightroom, processing pics for our next blog post. Alright, so I need to find where I left off last. I also need to upload a lot of these pictures that didn't make it to the blog post up on my Flickr account. Maybe I'll do that later. So where I left off was the Lalu stuff. So I went and saw this lake. Interesting bicycles. I think there's pictures of my sister and me. These are just not such great pictures. That was a reverse shot of where the hotel we were just at, except you can't see it quite from here, unless that's it. And that doesn't seem to be it. It's behind this building. But there was this interesting place. this was apparently there's this guy here. Oops. He's the grandson of this artist guy who who's the same age as my dad, basically. This guy over here. Chang Lian Gui, which I'm butchering. But according to this, he was like a few years older than my dad. During World War II, he was drafted and dispatched to New Guinea by the Japanese. As the war worsened, Zhang fled to the mountains, where he taught Aborigines to make fish tanks and won their friendship. And then he devoted himself to teaching various weaving techniques. He had been gone to, he was stationed by the Japanese, I believe in Malaysia, or some place like that, where he learned like this craft. His grandson made this little mini museum out of in the middle of nowhere, like this near Sun Moon Lake. You know, so I think here he's just talking about. His feet, make sure this is not looking back. So I do this, maybe it'll work. No. Maybe my regular mic is picking up on this, I think. So he's demonstrating like the techniques and stuff. Dad's very impressed. So some of these pictures I want to put out there. So he sort of found art, but the sort of stuff he made were like these things in bottles. It really was impressive, and Dad was so moved he like signed the guest book. So that's, I think these are pictures worth keeping. I think this one is worth keeping. Let's process this one. Too bad it has so much glare in it. Are we dropping frames now? Let's auto process. Let's not do that. Let's dehaze this. Let's push the exposure. Let's push the whites up a bit. We need to fill the shadows. Let's drop back the highlights. Unfortunately, I shot this with the iPhone, and didn't shoot it raw, but so I don't have as much options for adjusting this. Plus, those kind of running a little bit slow right now. I think that's probably good enough. I can crop this in a little bit. This is a map of Sun Moon Lake. It's showing where all the villages. This is where Lalu Island is. This is where the Tan Cow village is, or is it down here? But it's an interesting picture. So let's save this. So what would this be called? Am I in the right? This blog. The size is correct. I've been going with smaller image sizes lately. Go full screen here. This would be, what's the name of this guy? I should look at his name. Let's get that started first. So over here, this will be good for a good sequence. This looks like a. I think I cropped this. Let's crop this to 3:2. This could use some adjustment. Oh. It's kind of hard to see on this monitor. This monitor I'm using isn't particularly good. For the full screen, I wonder if I should have an inset of me. That is the advantage of having this mode, so you can see the other cameras. This one I should probably point at something more interesting though. Like maybe just a keyboard that I'm doing stuff on, so it looks like, wow, I'm pressing on things. I don't know if it's worth it, but I just did it. There's a big lag on this camera too. Anyway, so we're looking at this. This is probably What was the other, whoops, the other next one? What was the name of this guy? Chang Lian Gui. Lian Gui. Go with this. Lian Gui or Lian Gui. We'll just do these by number, I guess. So there's one. I don't want to put pictures of my sister in here, so I'll put this. Probably should have like either 4 or 7 images here. Oops. So instead of that, I showed this one. Should share the card just so people know about it. That's 5. I need 7. It's on the back. Yeah, unfortunately it focused poorly. I need 2 more of those. One more picture, which is, I got this one. Maybe this is the one. My sister's in it though. What is this so crooked looking? Maybe just 2 of the pieces of artwork. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's see if the auto helps us out with it, sort of. It's through glass, so it needs a little bit of dehazing. Instead of dropping exposure, let's push it up though. So I think that's alright. 6. And the 7th one will be the hero. Which I haven't used yet. This could be the hero. No, I can't use that one. Damn it. I guess we just stay with 6. Actually, it would be nice to use this one. Surprised I didn't take more pictures. Actually, maybe this should be the hero, and I just zoom in on it. So this is a 4-3, I think. Because you don't need it, because really this is the one I want to focus on. If I can pull the resolution out of it. Oh, it doesn't look so good. I need a little bit of context for the scene, I think. No, I don't like it. Maybe I'll crop the bigger one, or this one. So develop, crop, rotate. Oh, but I can't get enough. No space in it. That's a terrible looking crop. Since it's a hero image, then it doesn't really need to be hero. It doesn't need to be this aspect. It could be square. Or even vertical. Or I could just keep it vertical. And just have it in the... It's gonna be just giant though. But this guy's super cool, so I think maybe it's alright. Oh, what the hell. Let's do that. Yeah. Oops. Let's try to get this whole thing framed. Alright, yeah, okay, so this will be the hero. So we got 6, this will be 0, 0, so I know it is the hero. It might be a little blurry looking, but... Okay, so those are all of those. Anything else here? Oh, this is when I went, this is a cable car area. I didn't get a good picture of it. Didn't go in the cable car either. And these are... Okay, I guess I did... No, that's a video. Okay, there is one cable car video. Okay, let's do that. Didn't go on the cable cars, but... What happened? Undo module change. Why did it say that? There's a blue cast to this. Oh, I've already processed this, that's why. Yeah, this is where. Yeah, I've already processed these. So, okay. This one might be interesting, because it might say actually where this is. None of these are tickets for the cable car, though. It's maybe in the... Here's an amazing looking ice cream though. This would be, I don't know where the area is. Cable car. Two. Let's crop this. The aspect I want to match is unfortunately 4:3. Let's make it the hero. I want O2, this would be O3. And you should, oops, fuck. Car is O3. This is interesting though. O4. What's this? Oh, this is when I got back home. So those are the remaining days, I think. This might be a relatively short entry. Yeah. Then the rest of it was another trip. So I think that would do it for now. I have 4 images. One of those can be the hero. Yeah, I think that works out. Okay, so this will be the fodder for the next blog post. So the next thing I can do is I can upload these images. Let me just get that. Where is my this is off screen right now because alright, so here is my, we have our new images where here? Oh, these are all from different days, so these are all still in May. Oops. So it's these are the new ones. Let's put this upload, which might be actually take a long time because I'm actually streaming. So I'm gonna drop frames. Okay, we're back. That was a dumb idea. We can close Lightroom. Then let's see. Oh, I didn't want to close Lightroom. Let's where's the recent folders? We want to grab them out of here now. You might notice that some of these dates are out of sequence because I spread out the hotel visit to its own topic. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's like day whatever. Oh, you know, I should maybe make the one last bridging photo. Let me pull up Lightroom again. And so I might as well use some of these hotel pictures. Gee, some of these are kind of neat too. This could be the drive back home. Let's call this return. There's that picture. Another picture for the return that would work is we stopped by some of these places, you know, for touristy pictures. It's a little bit off sequence, but we actually, I think, no, we did just no. From this order here, we must have gone here first. You know, just take some last minute pictures of the lake. One, two, three. Then we want another hotel picture. Actually, I think I've used this picture before, though. The hotel room, I have nothing really worth looking at. This might be a okay ending picture, or this would be. don't think I got a picture of the... Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's go back to kill our upstream again. I'm going to transmit images. 0501 return. I don't see it here. Oh, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upload that selection. Watch the stream die. That was quick. So now I should be able to go back here. It's probably a different section. These. Copy. Now we need to pull up our browser again. And just lay these puppies in there. Updates and comments. Someone left a... I'll read that later. And we are duping one of these. Clone. Edit. This would be day 8. That might be an okay title for now. Okay. Let's remove the featured image. So this is for Wednesday, May 2nd. Well, those all said May 1st, didn't they? Those, it's roughly right. So this needs to be there we go. So oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's fix that. We open up Visual Studio Code. Make a new document. Can I do the same? How do I do the multi-line selection in VS Code? Does it not work? Alright, well, screw you later. Sublime text it is. Images 18. Alright, so I've uploaded these images. I can save this as a draft. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like the last one didn't make it in, probably because there's a processing error with the last line being blank. Okay, so now I just need to figure out how to distribute these out. So, cable, we have this guy first. So these are the rough orders of things. We know this is going to be a full image. And then there's going to be text. And then I think I can just go down in order here. This is my own custom markup for images. I don't remember which is the hero is going to be in here. So what I'm doing is I'm structuring my images so there can be a big image, and then there can be like all these other ones. Oh, these are different aspect ratios. That should be 4:3. That ice cream is going to be the hero, I think, just because of the funny aspect. Which one is this? This is 02. This is the hero. Text. Which is the one that was screwed up. That one. This is 01. That was that image. Do I still have Lightroom open? No. While that's loading, library. It didn't say my library position, did it? Oh, it did. It's just slow because I'm running too much stuff at the same time. Okay, that was the outside car one that I'd cropped. It's having it take its own sweet time. Loading. Where is that picture? Here it is. Here, develop. This needs to be cropped to 4:3, not 3:2. I believe that was 01, right? Stupid Adobe app bullshit. What? Is it blocking? This is what I call this 01, Chang Lian Gui 01. Lian Gui 01. I forgot if I, yep, I did dash it. Overwrite. And here on the off screen, I'm re-uploading it. Yes, overwrite. Now I can go back to my browser. And I have to do my special magical refresh code. Let's replace that cached image now. Remove it so it doesn't run every time. And that's the hero. Chang Lian Gui. Oops, change. And then over here, this is cable car stop. Did I choose the hero? This was, I think, a caramel ice cream. And then the last image, oops, I keep doing that. The last image is returning back. So the hero might be this one, which is 02. I believe this should be here. This is going to force full screen layout anyway. Text. This is the hero. Wait, that's wrong. Alright, screen this up. Does this not have a hero? Oh, this is text. Chang. Cable car stop. Keep writing change instead of Chang. I should probably use the cable cars as the thing. Maybe the ice cream isn't the right image to use there. Yeah, I'm not going to use it. D4. What's the order I had here? This should be the first one. I'm just thinking narratively, start with the cable car image. And they show stuff in the lake. Yeah, this. And you end with this one. And finally, this is the return. The first one I have here is, whoops, why do I keep doing that? There must be a tab for this. Control, option? No. There's a shortcut for switching between tabs, I thought. It's Control tab, okay. So Control tab, there's 4 of them. This will be the hero, and it'll be at the end. And is that the right order though? So we want, oops, this, then the second one. Yeah, that order's okay. So this will be full screen, oops. This will be, oops. Alright, so I think that sets up the structure for tomorrow when I actually write the post. What happened there? Something didn't get updated. Oh, this is what happened. Or was it here? It didn't happen. N, F. That's interesting that it's screwing up still. Get to this. I guess these do have to be on the bottom. It shouldn't have to work that way though. Cable, oh, maybe it's because of that. There's no space. Actually, that does need to proceed. That needs to proceed. So at least I have the media processing out of the way. Actually, I guess I could include some more posts, but I think this is enough to have in there. So tomorrow I can just focus purely on actually writing the copy for this. and not have to do the media work. Is how long did it take? It took about 30 minutes to do this, so it should take about 15 minutes, I hope, to write the actual blog post. But we shall see. So I think that's for enough virtual co-working for today. It's Sunday, 5:15 p.m. We can do some other video stuff now after I fix the alignment here with the text and the bottom of the stream things. And I should be set to do the no video tidbit recording assembly thing that I was just talking about earlier. And I'm starving. Unfortunately, I'm fasting today, so I'm not going to eat anything. But I did make some tea that I'm going to drink to try to get my stomach to feel less sad. So have a good weekend, remaining weekend. It's a beautiful day here. Hope it's nicer wherever you are. And I will see you on my blog or stream or whenever in the future. Have a good one.